Because when I clicked the button, it actually didn't click the button. I just made the noise like I was clicking things. So thank you, Jim. And hello. Let me start over. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? There's a reason we started early, because that 1 minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. Hello, and sorry. Anna Moret, hello. Linda G, how are you doing? Pam, hi. Nice to see you again. Mr. Jim, sir, how are you doing? Melissa K, I was yapping in the silent void about your halibut picture. So, yes, thank you all for yelling at me. No, it was me. Cheryl Jackson. Hello again. Hello. Hello, lovely lady. How are you? She says, I had a story to tell. No, I ain't telling it again because y'all missed it. And Lisa Acker. Hello. Yes, I was yapping. I was saying all of my hellos. And then Melissa K's name popped in, and she said hello from Alaska, the sunny waters of Alaska. And I was like, I saw your photo. That's a lot of halibut. I'm just saying. But you guys, it's Pad and Paper Monday. It's Monday. Did you all sleep in? No, some of you had to go to work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to those that had to go to work. Sucks to be you. I stayed in bed. Although I should have been up doing something, but I didn't. You guys, it's Pattern Paper Monday, and by request, yes, it was requested. My weekend was good. I spent it mostly in bed, reading my book. And what else was I doing? Oh, I had an audiobook on, or was that the other day? Anyways, I had an audiobook, you guys, and I was listening to this audiobook until the thing said, sorry, you're out of time. And I'm like, no! It's like a cliffhanger because I gotta wait for it to refill. But I can't go back to that book because there's another book I want to read, and I only read or listened. I guess we're listening. It's not reading if you're listening, right? Kinda, maybe. Anyways, so now, because there's another book I want to read, but I didn't want to start it and be stuck like I am in this other book. I thought this other book would just be like an okay book, but it's funny. And I'm like, oh, dang it. So I'm on a cliffhanger on that one. It's going to wait a while until I listen to the other book. But on this Pattern Paper Monday, our request was, sorry about the music-y stuff, you guys. I just needed to get it off my chest. It was a weekend thing. And I pulled stitches out of blankets and things. They go the halibut for the halibut. Get it? Halibut, yeah, halibut. Sandy Visker, hello. I had to go back and see what was going on. Pam says they go fishing just for the halibut, and Melissa's like, no, Pam, I go so you can eat it for the halibut. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. And Cordelia, hello. Thank you for popping in. Remember to like the video, you guys. Okay, so this guy is like ready to go ish. I don't know, but it's a postcard, which is good because I gotta mail a postcard. So somebody on the rack list is getting this. I don't know if I'm gonna put anything else or just leave it like that. It looks like a done thing. I don't even know. I embossed it, did some painting on it, but yeah. So I think that one's done. But you guys, I have all of these other ones that could be potential. Well, not that one. Well, maybe. I have some potential in here, you guys. These are backgrounds, aka patterned papers. Yes, I saw the size of that halibut. She posted a picture for the halibut. Yeah, that won't get old. But like, see this one too. This is stamped on photo paper. So it's glossy. I don't know if I would have to like tape that to another paper and make that a postcard, or just, I don't even know. But look at all of our goodness. Hocus Pocus, Fortune Settler, Seedless, Preserves, Metallic. Isn't that pretty? And I do believe our friend Abraham made that for me. I don't know if he made it for me, but it made its way here. Look at that! Oh my gosh. You guys, we're gonna make something with... Oh, see, these are from Abraham too. I need to get a different spot for those. Look at how cute those are. Look at how cute that is. I know. So we're going to make something. Oh, look, this would make a great postcard. Oh, I like that. That might be thick enough too. I think we're going to just play around with the patterns, the pattern paper that we have created, because that was requested by Pam. She's like, why don't you do something with the pattern papers you make? Well, that's actual pattern paper, so that needs to go in a different spot. But these, there was a day that I did some paint pouring, and then the little drips off the paint pour, because when you do paint pouring, you pour the paint and it drips off the side. And I went and this is cleanup before I started cleanup, because I did this before I started my YouTube channel. I know, right? These are old, you guys. These are like 4 or 5 years old. This one's got some glitter in it. Don't look, Pam. Don't look, Pam. But yeah, so yeah, I did my hand at paint pouring, which is really fun, by the way. Paint pouring. Oh, look at that piece. Is that... I think that's Yupo. Yeah, I think that's a Yupo paper. But you guys, on all the things. This one here, this is a paint pool. Gel plate. Look at that one. Ooh, let's use that one. Ooh, that is more Yupo paper. Look at that. Willow's Creations. Hello. Oh, my bad. Not a request, a demand. Because I complain that my box is getting too full. You guys should... I was cleaning out my box some more, and then I found another box. I found some more. You guys, there's so much stuff. This is Yupo paper. This is alcohol inking of various things. But I'm just kind of seeing what we have in this pile. That's kind of Eastery. Very pastel-y. Ooh, that's nice too. This is a background stamp that I've used quite a bit. I love this background stamp. It's a Stampendous, I think. That's Simon Hurley's. And then these. Look at embossing folder goodness. I know, right? There's more embossing folder goodness. Look at that. That's very pastel-y too. Let me see. We're doing pattern paper. Pattern paper can be store-bought. And we've done a lot. This is pattern paper that we've created. Whether it be from cleanups, stamping, more cleanups, embossing. Oh, look at that. Oh, those are nice. That's done on watercolor paper. This could be, and this has got texture paste in it. whatever that is. That's mica spray, I think, because it rubs off. I don't know. But we could even turn this into postcard. That could be a postcard. That would be a fun little postcard. I might need to take a picture of that one for you guys. You guys might need that one in your digital collection. Oh yeah, see, I was supposed to add that one to my shop too and never did. You guys, all the things. There's a stamp. You're in the wrong department, lady. But these here, my paint pools. I really like my paint pools. And they're like already started to be cards. My mom used to buy pre-card thingies. It's not quality paper by any means, but I used it. I finally used it one day. Photo paper. Isn't that nice? I don't know. You guys, let me know what you guys think of all these crazy papers. Like, I don't know. That one's kind of like dark to me. I know it's got a lot of brightness, but it seems kind of dark to me. Jenna! Hello, hello. How are you doing? Where's... I just had a request. I can't see. Where did you see that? Did you guys see some gears? I didn't see gears. Oh, I know there's a piece of gears in here somewhere. But anyways, maybe. Look it. Who doesn't love a good, beautiful mess? And you guys, so much. So much! Like, you guys, if you put a thick layer of lunar paste down, you can stamp into it and create some interesting things. Like these, this one could be done. This one. That one could be done. That one could be postcard size. Well, you could slap a postcard on that one too. Oh yeah. That one's done. You guys, I don't need to do any crafting today. My crafting's done. I've got postcards. I just need to fill them out. We're going to fill these out and be done, right? No. That's what we're doing today. Oh, the gears. This is where, okay. I know, okay. I was like, what? This one. My Canadian friend out there on the phone who's texting me because she's watching on her TV. And not on her phone. So she can't chat with you. She's lurking. But there was a time. I mean, look at all of these. I made these in a video, I do believe. I don't know. But I made so many. And then I didn't make anything with them. Well, that's rude. Why didn't it just load up there? Okay. I tell you, whatever. My phone's being dumb. My phone's being dumb. Okay, so we're going to set this one aside because that's going to Canada. This one I think is going to be filled out just like this. I like this one. So that'll be an already nice postcard. And then let's try and make another postcard or two from our patterns of paper that we have. That's a cleanup. That's insane. I thought that was just a piece of paper, but that's not a piece of paper. That's something I made. I know, right? Okay. Before I digress. We can even make these black ones postcards. You just do all the writing in white, put a postage stamp on there, and you get it to going. Adelaide, hello, hello. How are you doing? The Messy Palette, hello, hello. I'm gonna photocopy this one. And, ooh, I might photocopy that one too. Look at that. all these little bits, like, this is a cleanup. Like, I cleaned my brayer or something off on that. That's what that is. And then we can take a picture of that one. We'll take a picture of these and this one. I really like this one. We're going to make this into a postcard today. Okay, so let me take pictures of these. Well, I can take pictures of those later, but I'm going to take a picture of this one. So if you guys want a copy, I'll post a copy of that later. And you just have to be in the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends and in the that side chat. Shuffle the deck. Shuffling the deck. Oh my goodness. Get those cards back in there. Look at that. That's nice too. That would be postcard size. We'll see about that one. Okay. So, because I forgot to do my postcards this month. But today is the last day of the month. So, if I put it in the post tomorrow, then I still feel accomplished. And then I'll have all month to do April. Okay. So, and we need to put a sticky note for Deborah on this one. Or no, I'm just going to go put that in her pile. I'll put this in Deborah's pile. Please hold. See, I make Deborah a pile. And then I make her come and get it. Say, come and get your pile, Deborah. Okay, why is my phone... Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, and then we're going to work on this one, but we got to take a picture first. I have a shot box by We Are Makers. They used to be We Are Memory Keepers. They're... More stuff. Oh, you guys. I have a video I want to do for you guys. Wait. It'll be a little short. But, wait till you see. PJB Stampa is lurking today. I need to stick you guys over there. Get my phone. We're going to take a picture, so if anybody wants to download this later, it'll be in the free images. Please, if you use my images, personal use, small sales, you know, don't go putting it on t-shirts and make $1 million. It's not fair. Okay, let me get my camera out. And we gotta stand up to do this. We're gonna take a snappy shot. And then we're gonna do some close-ups. In the different angles. Because that's fun. Okay. Let's make sure I got some good pictures for you guys. It's multitasking. Oh, yes, absolutely. Photos. Ooh, that's a nice photo. Oh, I like that one. Hey, I was still looking. How rude. Yeah. Okay. And I'll upload those to the Messenger chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. Okay. There is several chats. There's the chatty chat. You talk about all the crafty chatty stuff. Snow, halibut, whatever. You can post there. If you need a hug, there's a hugs bin. If you know somebody that's doing a live, or you have a live, fun video, crafty videos and stuff. So, yes, you can post your own videos in there. My schedule, okay, the calendar in there. You can click on that calendar and see my schedule. And then here it is, free stuff. But don't comment in here, okay? But there it is. I'm sending it. Copy, paste, send. Okay, so you guys can go download those images just by clicking on them, and then there should be a little download button. Yeah, it's a little download button, and you can download them. TE is here and lurking. Thank you for lurking, my friend. Okay, so we have this. We want to make it a postcard. Postcard size. You guys, I always forget. Mm-mm-mm. 4x6, 5x7. 4x6. That is 5.5. So we can definitely get a 4x6 out of this. Also 5x7. We could do a 5x7 postcard too. But is that Vista Postal? Here we go. Postal. No more. Yeah, see, I'm glad I went and double checked, because those measurements are wrong. According to USPS, at least 3.5 inches high, 5 inches long, and X amount thick, and no more than 4.25 by 6. So we can definitely get the 4.25 by the 6 on this. It'll be a long one. 4.25. Ooh, this is almost perfect. I need to take off 1 inch. This one is almost perfect for a postcard. And I need to write that down and pin it to my board. Pin it! Pin it to thy board, because I need to know. So, you guys, postcard. We're going to write it on this. And we're going to get our pen. Not a pencil. I need a pen. What did I say that needed to be? Jenny G. Hello. According to United States Postal Service, it smallest is 3.5 by 5 inches. Biggest is 4.25 by 6 inches. To qualify, first class mail. Postcard. I should probably put it on there. Postcards. There we go. Postcards. And then we shall tape that with some unicorns to our board. I know it's a sticky note, but these sticky notes are like a bazillion years old. They don't stick. They don't stick very well. They don't stick. They don't stick. Okay. I was reading some of that. Ta-da. And then we're going to stick that right where we can see it, right on our board. Because I looked up there. I was like, did I put it up there? No, I didn't. Okay, let's get craft in here, because I've only spent 25 of your minutes doing absolutely nothing. We're gonna go big. 4 1/4 by 6. So first thing I'm gonna do is take off the 6 inches, because that's what I feel like doing. And then I'm gonna, while I'm cutting, I'm going to be thinking. I'm thinking, let me cut a little bit off of both sides, just so I can get these crunched corners off. Crunched corners. Let me grab some stamps. That's 6. And then 4 1/4. And again, let's take a little bit off this side. Deciding what side I want to use. And 4 1/4 by 6. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely little postcard? And we don't mind, because we can write it right over that. Yes, go big or go home. And then we have scraps. These size is really good. You could save the skinnies, right? Because you could put a whole bunch of skinnies together and create new pattern paper. But my friends, if you've seen my bins, you would know that we don't need to save those. We're going to save the bigger ones though, because the bigger ones, you could use like on a regular note card, right? You can add a piece of interest like that, and then some stamping. So I like to save the big ones, but you do you. If you want to save those slivers and glue them down and make craziness, that is perfectly fine too. Okay, so it needs to be a postcard. We want it to go through as a unit. So there's a couple of things we could do. We could definitely put tissue, glue some tissue on, because once that glued, it's not really going to come off. And then we could do stamping, because once you stamp and emboss and all that stuff, that's not going anywhere. And I think I want to try a little bit of both. And in my pattern papers that I have created, you guys want to see something? Isn't that crazy? I know. Look it. This is my first Franken paper before I knew what I was making. Like, this is before I started my YouTubes. This is before watching Biddy Penny. This was my first and last really interesting weirdness before I started my YouTube channel. And yeah, there's fuzz on that. But yeah, it's kind of kooky. But yeah, this is an oldie. This is like 5 years old, you guys. 5 years old. Gosh. Okay. But when I was sorting all my stuff, look, we made pattern paper with tissue paper. Nope. I got some tissues. Nope. We're just kind of seeing what might look good. Nope. 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 Here's a napkin. That actually might, I might like that with that. Glue a napkin down. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Look at that. I know. This is, I think, rice paper. I'm pretty sure. Nope. Ooh, we might need a butterfly. I know some of you out there are saying no butterflies, but yes, butterflies are nice. You know, we might use a little bit of that too. Look at this. That's a Tim Holtz. What is that? I found that in there too. That is that. It's a thinlit. It's ginormous. I actually do not know where this die is currently. It's here somewhere. It's the Perspective Butterfly. Isn't it pretty? But I die cut it and then set it on the tissue and then hose the tissue down with the mica sprays. Spray stains. Mica spray stains. Okay, but that's not getting used today. And I think we're going to do a butterfly with a little bit of argyle today. Let me try and get my tissues back into their new home. I'm trying to organize my stuff a little bit better, you guys, because it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. And that's probably why I don't use my backgrounds, is because you should have seen what I had to go through just to find that pile I showed you guys. Like, and I've gone through it twice, and now I've got to do it again because there's another bin. Another bin. Yeah. If you turn that card to the right, it is face side vision with an eye. See, this is the left. If I turn it to the right. Oh yeah, like a little light nose and an eyeball. Is that what you're seeing? Like they're kind of like turned to the side? Maybe? Maybe? But ours is going this way. And I'm feeling we're going to shred that. Okay. And then we're going to glue that there. And then we're going to grab I don't want to cover all of my stuff, right? So I'm just going to tear out and you can get your tissue wet to help you tear it more efficiently, but I really don't care, right? I think we're going to collage it a little, I think, and I'm going to put it on like that. And then we'll stamp something there. I see a wolf face. Yeah, so it's fun what you guys are seeing. We all see different things. Okay, and then I want to stamp something interesting in there. I want to stamp something of interest. Oh, you know who has a good stamp? Timmy Holtz. Timmy Holtz. Where is it at? Ooh, yeah, we could use those. And a few of those. I think we're going to put a bird in there. Put a bird in with our butterflies, because we can. But we're going to do the stamping before we do the gluing. That way if I get any glue over here, it's not going to mess with our birds and stuff. So, I'm thinking if we drop a bird, don't really drop your birds, please. Be kind. I spent half my life searching for shit I just used in lots, right? All the time. Like, where'd it go, George? Where'd who go? Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Right? Okay, and then we'll put this chunky text. We'll put the chunky text in a few places. And then, yeah. No, you know what? I think we're going to do this other bird. We're going to do this other bird. And I think we're going to... Wait, which bird do I want? How about the bird that's looking at everything, right? Because if we put everything over here, and then we put this here, and then we give it something to stand on... Which, let's give it this to stand on. It's almost straight. So we're going to stamp those there, and then we'll stamp this in a couple of places. Yeah. But we definitely need, and we're going to emboss it to give it some more texture. Which way did he go, George? I know. We're going to need that, and we're going to need some... Okay, so my go-to has been Lost Shadow, but because we do have saltwater taffy, and there is like this orange in there, I think we're going to stamp it in black and give it a saltwater taffy glaze. Gloria Wolf, hello, lovely lady. Tomorrow is Carla's birthday. Happy early birthday to Carla. I think we're gonna do... the bird in Lost Shadow, and then we're gonna do the other bits in this saltwater taffy, because we can. But I'm not going to clean anything. If it gets stuck in places, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Unless, of course, it like, well, you know what? I don't know what it's going to stick to. Let's just in case. I don't know. It might stick to everything. Okay, and then we're going to stamp in black. We are going to stamp in black because I think that'll give us most beautimous. Okay, so we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, this, that, and the other thing. Peel and stick, and we're going to put that up here so you guys see what the heck I'm doing. This one is gonna be stamped. We need enough room for our bird, so I'm gonna put this chunk right about there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to stamp this chunk right about there. Stamp it, smooshy, smooshy. And these ones are going to be saltwater taffy. Okay. And this is watercolor paper, so this is thick paper, so we just want to make sure that we're gonna get some color on there, and we're okay that it doesn't stamp beautifully. Our bird's gonna be on that piece, but I am gonna do this like here. Okay, and then we're going to do saltwater taffy for these bits. Then we'll do our bird. Saltwater taffy. And see, we made this background, this pattern to paper ages ago. I don't know when. It doesn't go bad. Doesn't go bad by any means. Oops. Going that way. There we go. And then the saltwater taffy, even though it looks orangey there, it's not going to stay that. It's going to pull in that black from underneath because it's a glaze, okay? And the glaze just is a shiny bit over the top, like glazing the donut. You can still see the donut underneath the glaze. This is the way. Yes, Mando. Okay. So I think the green worked a little bit better, but I'm not sad about this because it's really interesting. Come here. Come here and look. Okay. Let's see if we can't get this to focus a little. For whatever reason, the colors underneath are showing through the letters a little bit. I don't know what's going on there, but isn't that cool? I know, right? I mean, if you look at our letters, they're not, ha 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 ha, I know. I have several glazes. I hope you open them because, okay, and then for me in real life, it's not black. It's not black anymore. We use black ink, but then we put that orange over the top, and so we get a hint of a different color. It's not like flat black. It's really cool. It's really cool. But my bird stand is a little lopsided, but we're okay with that because my little birdie is going to sit just fine right there. And we're going to glaze that one in Lost Shadow. In my opinion, the glazes are super shiny compared to regular embossing. Okay, earworm. This is the way we melt the glaze, melt the glaze, melt the glaze. This is the way we melt the glaze so early in the morn. Thanks. Okay. I need this to actually stick this time because I might have to press this one twice. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell it needs to stay put. And this is watercolor paper. Okay. It is watercolor paper and it's heavy. So it's not going to always stick in our thing. So sometimes we need to help it. Help it along. We're going to help it along. Ooh, perfect. Okay, pick it up. Earworms, earworms. And then we're going to stamp. And this can be regular pattern paper. Okay, if you need to make a postcard and you found a good foundation pattern paper and you do a little bit of stamping, a little bit of embossing, all that fun stuff, you're just going to glue it. Spread the glue out so you can adhere it to a thicker piece of paper. Okay, unless, of course, your pattern paper is a nice thick pattern paper. I really want this dark, so I'm going to do this again. Oh yeah, look at him. Isn't he just gorgeous? Yes, yes he is. So then we can peel this up. This embossing glaze. I need a rainbow of colors now. I've got green. I've got a dark green. No, what do I got? Yeah, no. I have twisted citron. I have saltwater taffy. So now I need a blue, a red, and a yellow. Blue, red, and a purple. And a purple. We need a rainbow of distress glaze. I don't need them all. I just need a rainbow because I'm not going to use them that much. But we will need them. Okay, and then we're doing Lost Shadow because I want it to be shiny bird. I want it to be a shiny bird. And we heat it. When you're using heavy papers, you want to heat it from the back for a bit and get those papers heated, or even continue heating it from the back. Because if you heat from the front, it's possible to dry out the sticky ink before you melt the powder, and then you eventually just blow off the powder. So I like to warm from the back. So if you ever see me warming from the back, there's a reason. I wonder if there's a song about earworms and if it causes... Google it. You can have AI make you one. Just say, AI, I need a song about earworms making people get earworms. I don't know. The earworm song. Yeah, see, it pulled color again. Like you can see the spots from underneath. But I don't know, can you guys tell the difference between the two powders? Like this is Lost Shadow, it's a gray, and then this, it has that orangey tinge to it. So you can really create some different stuff. But look it, isn't he pretty? Don't touch him. Don't touch him yet. Let him cool off. There is one on YouTube. I can't. No, Messy Palette cannot share the link. I think I have to do that from here. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to the YouTubes. I'm going to my live. Oops. Nope. Unpin the message. Let's be dumb. Add as a mod. Okay, standard. The Messy Palette. You can share it now. You can share it now. You can share the earworm song. Okay, because our glazes, our embossing powders, they're a plastic. You heat the plastic melts. Plastic melts at a certain temperature of hot. So it's hot. Okay, so you want to make sure it cools because, I mean, you can do really cool things. So like if you melt it and then press something into it, you can give it a texture on a texture. So keep that in mind. But I would not use your bare fingers as soon as it melts to stick your fingers in it. Granted, it'd be cool to have a fingerprint, but you might burn yourself. Okay, so don't burn yourselves. Let me grab my tissues, and then we're going to slap some glue on here. And because we want it to stay put, right? This is going to go through the mail. We want it to stay put. I'm going to grab my trusty glue stick, whatever glue stick you guys like. Craft Bond has been really good for me. I think this is my second one. But yeah, it's nice. And I know that this piece of, I think we're going to put a piece here. Okay, and I'm just going to get that glue on there, right? Let's get that glue on there. And then I'm going to put a piece right there. And I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to peel it up. But before I do that, I should have peeled enough so I could do a little bit on this other side. So, and then where it doesn't glue, I'm going to like rip it off. But tissue will allow some of that design to still show through. I know, it's great, it's fantastic. And then we're gonna do a little bit going this way. Okay. We want to make sure that we get it right to the edge. That's our biggest thing, is we don't want it peeling through their machines. So we need to make sure we get it right to the edge. So I see that it didn't stick right here, so I'm going to come in. And then press that back down. Kind of a straight line there, so I'm going to let the glue stick to my finger a little bit and peel some of that up. So it's not... fingerprints are good for future felon investigations. Yeah, don't be a bad person and leave your fingerprints all over the place. Or, I mean, be a bad person. Anyway, I'm not telling you how to get away with stuff. I'm just saying, don't be bad. Okay, and then we're going to grab our tweezer. Not those tweezers. Let's grab these other tweezers. And then I'm just going to kind of peel where it isn't glued down. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to grab it and I'm just going to peel where it's not glued down. So that way there I don't get the straight edge. I get a nice torn edge. See, because I didn't put glue on that guy. Not all the way anyways. Okay. And then we're going to cut this off. We're collaging, basically. We collage with some stamps. We collage with some tissue paper. Tissue. Okay, and then we're going to get our other tissue paper. And we're going to stick that butterfly right there. Oops. And we're tearing it. It's alright. We don't mind. We don't mind if it rips, you guys. No big deal. No big deal. Oops. Oops. Caused a wrinkle, and we don't care. We don't care if we cause wrinkles. It happens. That's actually kind of interesting. The things we do. Anyways. And there it is. Make sure that is actually plastered down. And you could totally go over it with some Mod Podge and whatnot. I don't feel the need to. I think it's going to be just fine. And then we're going to, right, because why not? We got some blues in here. I don't know. Let's do let's do golden hour. Don't shake it by the lid. Do as I say, not as I do. Do not shake it by the lid. Shake it like a Polaroid picture, though. Shake the bejeepers out of it. Behave. Hit the thumbs up. No spam. Sorry, you gave me a temporary wrench. I thought I better do something wrenchy stuff. Okay. So I want some big drops. I don't want it. Do. All right, that makes me happy. Although that one does not, and that one does not, because those won't stick to that anyways. And then we'll have some drippity drips that'll tie the top layer, right? Because we have this back layer and then we put a layer on top and we just kind of need to tie everything together. So we add some more drips. Drips are good. Drips are good. And then when it's all nice and dry, we flip it over and we do our postcard thing. And we don't care about this. Because boo-boos are free. We don't charge them extra for those boo-boos. Now, if you were doing them professionally and you were selling them, good luck keeping the back clean. Just tell them, hey, that's free. You know, I'm not charging you extra for that ink. Tell them they're handmade. What do they expect? But, yeah, look at that. I love him. Isn't he fabulous? I know. But there he is. All done. What do you guys think? I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I know we didn't get much done, but I actually got a lot done because I went through my I went through my papers today. Not all of them, apparently. I've got a whole nother bin over there. I don't know where all this paper keeps coming from. I lie. I know exactly where it came from. I'm a hoarder of paper. I'm a hoarder of paper. Anyways, but yeah, so let me know if you guys have pattern papers that you have made, and if you're using them, would you make a postcard? This postcard is gonna go to Jay, Mr. J, because I didn't send him his postcard. And then I forgot my Happy Mail. Wednesday, I'll open Happy Mail before we do the wheel of brands and materials. And then Tuesday, if you guys don't get enough of me, this Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll be hanging out with Debbie J on her channel, and we're going to be rocking around the Christmas. No, we're going to be making a rocker card. And apparently you just need a circle. I don't know. I gotta go look. Never made a postcard. For the US, I don't know if it is the same over there, but postcards are cheaper to mail. We actually have postcard stamps. And so Jay was like, I need to practice my writing, and I'm like, so do I. And I was like, let's do it on postcards. But he has not mailed a postcard. He's mailed a card. I'm looking for a towel. Has anybody seen a towel? Because I need to clean this. Where are all my towels? Oh, there you go. Okay. But yeah, postcards are a little bit cheaper to mail, and they're easy. They're not too bad to make. Uh-oh. There's a little speck on my bird. And then I got ink on the back of my bird. You guys. We're going to put it away. But yeah, so we will be live Tuesday on Debbie J's channel. We will be live back on my channel on Wednesday. Thursday affiliate push is for Crafty Stamp Co. Crafty Stamp Co. April 1st, tomorrow. They open up the sales for their new kit, the Crafty Club kit, and so Thursday I will do affiliate push for that, and we'll delve deeper into that kit. So hang out with me on Thursday for that. Pam is sending hugs. Thank you. And nothing is cheap to mail anymore. I know, right? And especially they're revamping the postal service over here, so they say it's gonna improve mailing and stuff, but they said that, I don't know, the last 20 times they raised the prices, and It's not improved. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, thank you, my friends. We will see you Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday on Twitch if you guys do my Twitchies. If you're Twitchy friends. But until then, I hope you all have a beautiful, crafty rest of your day. And we shall see you next time. And let us go with some music.